welcome back everyone, and this is the new car. This is the new car, as I don't know if you'll have seen, but the 1.4 Fiesta Z-Tech, the engine went bang. Yeah, it's been a long few weeks. I went out for a drive in the 1.4 to clear my mind, and something to do with the timing, whether it's the cam belt or the cam belt tensioner, something went wrong, and ultimately engine ended up going bang. Well, the top end anyway. I'll insert a clip of what it sounds like. So that's what it sounded like. But this is the new car. This is a Mark 6 Ford Fiesta Z-Tech S with 100 horsepower, I believe, from factory, 1.1 tonne or just over. It's about a power weight ratio of, I think it's 93 horsepower per tonne, but I might be wrong. Can't remember when I checked. But either way, it's something around that. It's quite quick for what it is. I wasn't expecting it to be this quick compared to the 1.4, but it's actually quite quick. You might be thinking, why have you got a 1.6 and not just another 1.4 if insurance is so expensive? Because it is quite expensive. It's 3.7k for the year with a black box. And that is the reason why. 67,000 miles, and it's got full service history. It's just an overall clean car. But yeah, I picked this up on the 7th of May this year. I was planning on keeping it until July, swapping the insurance over in July when I get my no claims. Because at the minute, if I was to insure it right now, it'd be £13,000. However, I have just swapped the insurance over from the 1.4 onto this, which was £13.50 admin fee, and it's £800 for next month, because I do have 6 points on my licence, which isn't good. But when I get my no claims, it goes down massively. And I sort of kind of needed a car, and there's no point chucking £600-700 at the 1.4 to get the top end sorted, when I could just spend £800 for the month to get this sorted. Now granted, when I did buy it, it did have a few issues. I'll put a photo on what it used to look like. However, I don't know if you'll be able to see. You can kind of tell with the light how it's shiny, then down here it's rough. You can hear it. I'll insert a photo of what it used to look like, but one of the old owners accidentally scraped it into a fence post, which chipped the paint off and ultimately scraped it. I do apologise if the wind noise is quite bad. I am literally in the middle of the countryside filming this, just because it's nice and quiet. I say that and a car comes along. Goodbye. Anyway, we sanded it down, body filled it, primered it, which is why it's looking rough. It's yet to be painted, but we are doing that. And in the process of painting, we're going to do the side plastic trims, as they're still the grey plastic, as you can see, the door handles, the wing mirrors, this triangle bit, the front top grille, rear grille fog surrounds, and the rear diffuser. And as you can probably tell by looking at it, it isn't fully standard. When I did buy it, it was fully standard, apart from the Pioneer Bluetooth system, radio system, that's in the car, which you'll have probably seen earlier on in the video. The only things that I have done to it personally are swap the old wheels over from the 1.4, put the sun strip on, the wind deflectors, I'm still debating on taking them off, I'm not too sure, I might do. Smokes sequential LED indicators, motorist stickers on either side, Mark 6 scan sticker and a motorist sticker on the rear. I don't know if you can see its head poking out, but a Hornet back box system. It's not the full system, only the back box. And I also forgot to mention the coilovers. It is sat on coilovers, as you can probably tell with how low it's sat. I do need to lift this side up a bit more, just because of how low it is, and it does scrape from the arch. But that's how it sits for now. In future, I have got many plans for this. I also forgot to mention, I've also got a induction kit on it, which I'll show you now. So there we go, that's what the bonnet looks like. And I don't know if you know, but these are a 1.6 petrol, naturally aspirated petrol engine with 100 horsepower. Some people say it's 101 horsepower. Online it says 99. Either way, it's only 3 horsepower. What I've got is an eBay crankcase breather with an old pipe off the old induction kit off the 1.4. The original intake pipe with a Ram Air comb filter. And a little bit of red silicone pipe there, just to extend this out a bit so it sits there nicely. Interior wise, the only things I have swapped over is the carbon fibre and red door handles, the red gator ring, the leather gator came with it, and my carbon fibre gear knob, and the old leather seats are out of the 1.4, which if you follow the TikTok, you'll know where all of this stuff's from. You've seen it before. Whereas if you've only been watching the YouTube, these will be new to you, and so will some of the other stuff. So yeah, if I were to guess what this was running power wise, I'd probably say around 105 for the air induction kit and for the exhaust. But I don't know, that might just be me trying to cope. The reason why it's got the Hornet back box in it, you might be thinking, why have you gone for a Hornet of all things? That's because when I picked the car up, it had that scrape on the rear quarter, and it also had no back box. The previous owner said that the back box had snapped off on him. He had bought it for his daughter. She said she didn't want another Fiesta, so I picked it up off of him for £1,250. He wanted £1,500 for it. I talked him down a bit because of the rear scrape. And yeah, and to be fair, even though it's just the standard system with a Hornet back box, it actually sounds quite nice. I'll insert a few clips of what it sounds like. So I've yet to get a sound of what the induction sounds like, but I will get one in the future. But anyway, what are the plans for this and what am I going to do to it? So, relatively speaking, I quite like how it looks. As I was saying, I quite like how it looks standard. So I'm going to go for more of the OEM Plus look. Meaning, I'm going to get side skirts, a full low line kit, so splitter, skirt extensions, the rear spats, that's the one, a proper diffuser, not one like this, spoiler extension, probably some different wheels along down the line, because these do have really nice fitment. However, I'm just not a fan of the design anymore, so I do want some new ones. Maybe I might get Cozzies later down the line, but for the minute, I'm more thinking towards some Team Dynamics, but I'm not too sure yet. Interior wise, I quite like how it looks. I might get a different wheel, coloured vents, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I might do all like the heater controls and that little bit down there in like carbon fibre or something at some point, but I don't want to go overkill with everything. As for stuff like tints, I'm not doing tints. I'm keeping it the fishbowl look. I just think it looks better. I'm not doing a rear wiper delete. I'm going to keep it. But it's going to look pretty nice once it's finished. I might get some custom headlights, I'm not too sure, but that's the way that I'm going for it. I'm going for the OEM Plus look. Not too overkill, but not too underdone. Well, what are the plans for the 1.5, you might be asking? And I'm breaking it for parts. So if you need any parts from it, let me know. I'll message me on TikTok or Instagram. There's plenty of photos of it up on there so you can see what it's got and what it doesn't have. Besides from the leather seats, because they've obviously been swapped over, so it has got the cloth seats out of this. But I'm selling most parts off of that. So if you need anything, let me know. But that's where I've been and that's what I've been up to. And this is the new car. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Stay tuned because I have got some more content planned for this. And I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along the journey with a Mark 6 Zeta S build.